Welcome to another Age of Empires forecasted game. We have in the color green playing as the Japanese. It's VanDerDorf, who's square and stronger now. And on the color red playing as the Ayyubids, it's Tips, AOE.TTV. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. If you're enjoying to watch these games, don't forget to give a like and subscribe if you want to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. Now let's talk about Tips, because he has a very interesting story to share. Now, Tips, it's a guy who's taking professional gaming very seriously. And if you don't know about him, he streams on Twitch. Like, I think it's almost every day he streams on Twitch. And every match he asks for tips. And he writes what went good for him, what went wrong, and he has like an Excel sheet where he sees all his mistakes and, you know, when he made a good choice, when he made a bad choice. The thing is, he made a really bold move. So he's from Australia, but he went to Germany to stream full time, and his girlfriend or his wife, I'm not sure about that, also went with him to she supports him in his decision, which is really nice. Always have it's very nice when your girl supports your crazy ideas. And he just starts grinding every single day, training everything, and he has improved a lot. Actually, he has improved a lot, and he's doing a very risky move. I mean, he's giving all he got. And I think I was checking his stats on AOE 4 World, and I think last season he was like rank 300, and now he's sitting like 100 something. And I saw him even in lower ranks, like I think he got to 100, and I don't know if he got below that, but that's really nice. That's really nice. I mean, that shows off, like, when you really commit to something and you're actually really dedicated to it, then actually you can make things happen. Anyway, House of Wisdom here, already going for the next age. Unfortunately, we don't have it in the observer mode. It's gonna be the military wing reinforcement. Not surprising. Usually a lot of people go for this one. Give you a cavalry unit for free every 2 minutes, so you can use this to harass your opponent while you go to Castle Age with a crazy timing that we see these days with the Ayyubids. Meanwhile, Japanese going with the Kure Storehouse. Not surprising, gonna get those free farms. Nice and safe in the back of your base. You can just wall this off. And you're good to go. That's the cool thing about this map, is that it's easy to wall in the sides, but usually the gold it's up front. Like in this case, the back. So, but actually, it really can be anywhere. But usually you have two big wood lines next to you, which can serve as a natural wall. So it's a really nice map. I like it. Now, both players didn't really go for water. A lot of players like to invest on water just a little bit. Like you see, you have only two shoreline fish. So what you can do is actually put a dock here, put like 3 fishing ships, and forget about it. And that way you're above. Is it above? Like your opponent is behind a little bit when it comes to the economy part. Just because you have fishing ships. And the problem is, these won't last long, so it's not like a huge deal. And it's a little bit of a risk when you put the dock here. But if you want to put the dock, you can put them on the sides instead of the center, because usually in the middle, people will send their army and you will find the dock, and well, they're gonna interrupt your fishing boats. Or we see the first unit already going to harass is gonna be the Desert Raider. Very cool unit, can actually like change to a melee weapon. I already have 13 damage, so it's a lot. I also changed to a bow weapon if he decides to do so. So it's really good. It's really, really nice. Here already gonna find the berries. Looks like he's gonna miss on the berries here. Like he's going straight to the gold here. Japanese aging up with a Take Saiku. Sorry, not aging up, just getting the Take Saiku just to get those nice bonus from the berries. Those villagers will work really fast, they really like berries. It looks like Japanese also macroing to go castle, but he likes a little bit of gold. So he has a lot of food actually. Well, I don't know why he doesn't go to the gold. But anyway, he's gonna put an outpost here, so indicating that he's gonna be staying in the gold for a while. And that Desert Raider almost goes down. But unfortunately, a couple of villagers can take him down. Just a two hits gone. Now he's gonna be annoying with the arrow. In the meantime, let's take a look at this. You only need... Actually, you can age up now. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna go for the culture wing, or if he gonna go for something different? I mean, culture wing doesn't give you any benefit, right? You just age up with less resources. You can even save this to go Imperial if you want it. If you're already here with almost enough resources to age up, you might as well age up with other stuff. But looks like Tips is gonna be ahead when it comes to aging up. And indeed, it's gonna be the economic wing. On completion, grants 8 villagers. 8 villagers. Oh my god. That's really something. So he's gonna be ahead of with 8 villagers as soon as he ages up. Not surprising. Let's see if this civilization gets a little bit of tweaks in the future, but anyway, VanDerDorf almost there to the castle age. Villagers just walking around, trying to go to the next resource. The next Desert Raider is here. Like, hello, my old friend. Take a look at this bow. And they're gonna age up with the floating gate, and looks like he will be forced to leave. Just because the floating range, it's on range of the TC, so not gonna be able to do anything. Always when you have an enemy in your base, always try to age up with the landmark in the range of your TC. Otherwise, you're just gonna get denied. Like if you put this landmark a little bit more outside, it's just so hard for you to defend it, even especially when you don't have units. I see the Japanese actually going for archery range. Are we gonna see the Onamushas? Another Red Desert Raider. Be very nice to get those for free. Scout getting 0 damage. Has a plastic dagger there. Like the age-up will be finished soon. Only 3 seconds left. Japanese also will age up. All players will age up pretty much almost at the same time. Wheelbarrow just going for a Tips AoE. Double products, specialized picks, just going for VanDerDorf. You don't really see the economic upgrades for the Japanese here. It's bugged, but he does have the economic upgrades. And let's see where he puts the Yoroshiro, and looks like it's gonna be on the archery range. Oh, it's not, sorry. It's gonna be on the town center. And look at that. Tips already have 41 villagers. He's ahead on 8 villagers just by aging up. So nice to get 8 villagers. Now, it can actually be a really good strategy to go out with Onamushas to actually hunt any kind of cavalry that the Ayyubids got, because Ayyubids is a very cavalry heavy ship. More saying like a camel ship. So having those lancers there is gonna be annoying to fight with your own knights. But if you have Onamushas, they are the direct counter for the heavy units. So if you have enough of them, probably you have a chance. Already see Town Center upgraded to Daimyo Manor. Now, don't ask me why, but you need a stable. You get the I think it's the Uma Bannerman, the one that has the samurai, you know, with a horse that actually buff the Onamushas. The logic behind this is that they are also cavalry, so you know, just gonna. It makes sense too, because you don't want to have a unit that cannot don't have cavalry to join your squad, otherwise it's just gonna be slower. So in a way it makes sense, but also it doesn't make sense because you're supposed to buff the ranged units. But anyway, Onamusha is a really special unit here. Take a screenshot of this. Actually, we may have our first encounter here. Nice to go back. We're gonna fight here. Looks like the Lancers. Gonna fight the Onamushas here. Does he know about this? He knows about this. He's not really interested in fighting. He just wants to scout his dervish. Dervish? Yeah, dervish. His dervish. Golden Age tier 2 activated for the Ayyubids. You wonder what it is? Like basically 10% for all resources tier 1, and when you have 20 structures, research speed in 50%. So it's just a civilization that the more buildings you have, just the better it is. It's like Onamushas don't want to fight against this army here. It looks like Onamushas actually have the advantage here, but these are not really heavy units. These are Desert Raiders, which are... they're not heavy, but they are weak against ranged units. So we're gonna see the Mount Samurai actually joining the party here. Meanwhile, when he's actually going for stone now. Is he gonna get a second town center? Is he gonna upgrade his town center? That's the question here. Getting Udasashi, the last upgrades for the Japanese, for the mini wheelbarrow. Looks like this priest is gonna go empty-handed. Like he's just gonna go capture the sacred sites. Go check on tips. Already building a second town center. Should be pretty good about the economy here. Already having more villagers. Meanwhile, farms are about to finish. There you go. 12 farms. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 12. It is 12 farms. So more archery range, more stable for the Japanese. Got a very passive game here. Bot players just, you know, taking relics. But now that the relics are gone, now the Ayyubids need to go attack, right? This is a holy battle, you know. It's about sacred sites. It's about relics. No one needs to die here. Looks like we're gonna find our first military unit dead here. And the Onamushas don't do much damage against those horsemen, unfortunately. They don't do extra damage to horsemen, so it's not gonna doing very well. Crossbows are starting to get into the mix with tips. Also some gulams, spearmen, a little bit of everything. Meanwhile, VanDerDorf is gonna be only with Onamushas and Mount Samurais. In a cavalry only composition, which is very interesting. I always like cavalry only compositions. Just for fun, I like to play Mongols with Mangudai and Keshiks. And I find it's really fun when you have, you know, the mobility and your enemies trying to find you, but they just cannot. And it's just so nice. It's so nice to be able to move that fast in the map. Sacred Site is gonna be capturing the east. More walls coming here, but looks like they're not gonna finish on time, unfortunately. Looks like this army will get into the base, most likely. Also, a second town center was here for VanDerDorf. I don't think Tips knows about this. He haven't scouted the second town center yet. Veteran Spearman going up for Tips too, and looks like now he will find it. First villager kill of the game. A very passive game here. And also, I feel like you can just raid here with your army. I got a couple of villagers here. The whole horseman is not really the best units to do this, but there you go. Looks like they will decide not to fight against the Onamushas, just because they do have, you know, the mobility. They can kite you. They are fast. They can just deal damage to you, and most likely you will lose your camel lancers. Do you have camel lancers here? You don't have camel lancers. It's only desert raider. So it looks like Onamusha's not really the best choice for VanDerDorf. And they captured the sacred site here. And now comes an army that looks a little bit more effective. And the problem is the Magonel is not good against cavalry. Doesn't deal much damage here. Now the Desert Raider actually doing pretty decent damage to the Mount Samurai with that debuff, but it's not gonna be enough to kill it. It's just have so much HP. Walls coming from VanDerDorf. Outposts already here. Gonna have the Springle. Take a look at VanDerDorf vision. So he doesn't know about this army. Probably he's about to know. He is about to know about that one. Sacred Site being captured in the west. Gonna be the capture soon. +2 range attack coming for the Ayyubids. And well, +2, +3 melee attack going for the Japanese. And now they will try to take the outpost. But looks like he will have to retreat. He doesn't want to fight against this army. But this is a really passive game. See, a battery run. A single battery run for this. You can technically burn it up with this, but with an army like this, you don't wanna fight. Look at this army, it's beautiful. Just this tree blocks my shot. Only cavalry here in this game. That's the only thing you know, only cavalry. I know Tips is going for it. Outpost gonna get burned down. Looks like VanDerDorf not really interested in protecting that outpost. It's like, just let it go, man. Just let it go. Wasn't that important. More units. It's gonna having some Ayyubids here on the mix. Really interesting. Especially after, with all these units, Ayyubids do quite good against crossbows and spearmen, so should be doing quite good against those. The problem is gonna be the Mangonels. No Springles yet for Tips, so in case your opponent also has his own Springles, you're gonna be in trouble, but anyway. Gonna torch another building here. Looks like this outpost is gonna get the Springle emplacement cancel. If he doesn't cancel, he's gonna lose it. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Take a look at the town center. Daimyo Palace. No Shogunate Castle yet. only 3 stone left, 300 stone left, and he will be able to get that shogun at the castle. And now this is an army that is a little bit scary, just because you also have siege, have a little bit of everything, so it's a little bit hard to counter. Like the Japanese are finally to start attacking here. And the surround comes from the Mount Samurai from the back, and the Ona-Bugeishas actually doing a lot of damage to those light cavalry units. Mangonels hitting that Ona-Mushas here. It looks like the Mangonels still being protected. Mount Samurai numbers starting to go down. Ona-Mushas still doing a lot of work here. Ona-Mushas going here to save the day. The cavalry was just for show. It's Ona-Mushas the real deal here. More Ona-Mushas coming here for VanDerDorf. And just like that, wow, just like that, Tips lost his army. Wow. Now he's back to 23 military units. Meanwhile, his opponent is on 55. Now, his opponent has Ona-Bugeisha, so it's not really the, you know, the best unit, but, you know, it is what it is. Tips trying to build a keep here with only 3 villagers. Very optimistic from his part. Like, he's gonna get that horseman down. And now Ona-Bugeishas are just start rolling. 48 Ona-Bugeishas on the field. And the problem with that is now your opponent has Gulams. It's gonna take so long to kill Gulams. One hit for Ona-Bugeishas is like 10. So you're gonna have to do a lot of hits to kill the Gulams. So I feel like he's gonna lose his mass of Ona-Bugeishas here. And now you don't have your Ona-Mushas to actually deal with those Gulams. You know what can potentially be a good combo? Maybe Ona-Mushas to deal with the heavy units and Ona-Bugeishas to deal with what's the rest of the units here. Will actually work. I don't know, maybe worth trying. Just because those Gulams and those heavy units will just melt Ona-Bugeishas. Looks like Samurai will join the party now, and we will see what is the Japanese really like good at. Because I was getting excited. Okay, it's only cavalry for the Japanese, but no, just kidding. We're going back to infantry. We know what we're good at. We're good at samurais. We're good at Ona-Bugeishas. That's all you need. Take a look at Tip's vision. Still don't have vision of what's happening there. Ona-Bugeishas here on the top side of the map, trying to cause some damage, but they won't be able to. Sacred site's gonna be captured here. Gotta be careful with all those sacred site victories, are kind of scary if you think about it. The more you forget about them, the most likely they're gonna happen. Stone walls going up for Tips. But there is also a battering ram here. Looks like it's only gonna find camels. Ona-Mushas are already here on the field again. There's only 4 of them. Only 4. And now VanDerDorf sending the army through the west. It's gonna find a keep. Let's see if he will actually interested in burning it. There's no emplacements on this keep. Only Springle. Looks like he decides to retreat. A couple of samurais will go there to the base to find some raidings. Looks like they will be lucky if they find some villagers here, but never mind. Killed by a keep. More stonewalls going for Tips. Looks like he wants to go Imperial. Has a lot of gold here. And you know, the walls give you some extra time and not die trying to go Imperial. Take a look at the Japanese base. It's a lot of barracks. That's a lot of barracks. Shogun at the castle are ready here. So those farms are gonna be very safe. And now Onamushas and Samurais are already here. The problem is gonna be those Mangonels. They're just gonna do so much damage to the infantry, and there's no sprinkles from VanDerDorf to deal with those Mangonels, so it's losing a lot of HP. Just losing a lot. Like, he will retreat. Like, this fight is in favor of VanDerDorf again, and looks like he's gonna go for it to get the Mangonels, but he's gonna find another group here to fight with. Like, they're gonna ignore him. Mangonel shot. Not doing much damage to the Samurais, but to the Onabukeshas they are actually doing decent damage. And now Onamusha's on the back, dealing with those heavy units. Mangonel goes down once again for tips. Walls are about to be completed here, but the enemy is already on the base. Now more units coming for the tips. Gonna be Spearman. Not really the best unit when you want to fight against Samurais. And now the crossbows will force VanDerDorf to retreat. The crossbows, the direct counter to the Samurais. It's gonna do very well against them, and no Onabukeshas yet for VanDerDorf, so there's no way to deal with those crossbows. Another Mangonel. And when it comes to gold, you still have plenty of gold in the middle. This big gold vein. Bot players have it. This one is about to run out. Still plenty of gold, you don't need to think about trade. Anyway, we're gonna see the landmark. Tanegashima Gunsmith going out for the Japanese. I get those tickets to get free siege. An attempt of VanDerDorf to actually deny this wall. It didn't work out. Secret site being captured in the middle. Meanwhile, keeps AoE. Smells something. It's weird. He stopped attacking, meaning probably he's aging up. So he might as well age up. Let's take a look at his House of Wisdom. Where is it? There it is. He's also aging up. Culture Wing, Logistics, grants 4 Dervish, improves the unit's healing by 30% and turns it up permanently. Actually has a lot of income. I thought he was saving for Asia, but actually he has a lot of income. Just need much more production to make the best use of that income. A little trade pause here. He's starting to see the possibility of trade. Now VanDerDorf going with his army again. This time they're gonna get the elite upgrades soon. Elite upgrades also going for tips. Elite archers, elite crossbows, elite gulams. Roller shoulder triggers. Grease axles. But meanwhile, the Japanese actually have other tactics, increase hail damage and torch damage for the infantry units by 20%. So these guys will burn buildings like you have no idea how. And just by the time Japanese arrive, elite upgrades goes for both of those players. Looks like the Mangonel will go down here. It looks like the Japanese will keep pushing. Dervish gonna heal the units, but this is not the right unit. You're not gonna do nothing with archers, gulams trying to take damage, but gulams against samurais, it just doesn't feel like a fair fight. And now the Japanese are already in your base. with those elite samurais. Actually dealing a lot of damage. More rams coming. Only one for now. Hand cannoneers also going out for VanDerDorf, and at this point the whole Ayyubids economy is flooded by samurais. There's not enough army for tips, and his gold income is not really that great. Even though he has 4 relics, it's like he lost access to gold somehow. More units are coming here. Now this is... hand cannoneers are already here. And tips taps out. Well played from bot players. Very, very passive game, but at the end, just... wow, it's just wow.